Hi, my name is Denasia Nicole, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, y'all. So as you guys can see, I'm doing things a little bit different. Today, I just really didn't feel like being on the camera, but I really wanted to get this word out. I've been sitting on this word for weeks now, and I really wanted to get it out. I didn't want to wait no longer. So I was like, let me just do a voice recording. And to be honest, I'm kind of feeling the voice recording vibe. Like, so if you guys vibe with it, I'll continue to do it. But I don't know, I might switch things around when it comes to, my video, when relaying messages. And I want to say something before we get into the message. I want to say that I am not just talking to be talking. A lot of these topics and messages that I speak on, this is stuff that I am experienced in, like I've been through and overcame it. And my goal is to share my testimony and to help someone out there that may be struggling with maybe some of the same issues that I've had, and help it be a little bit more easier for the next person. So I just wanted to say that. All right, you guys, so let's hop right into the message. So today I wanted to talk about pride and ego. Whew. I know that's a big one and a big pill to swallow. It was a big pill for me to swallow when it came to like pride and ego and just getting over that, getting over pride and getting over ego. And I feel like I'm still getting over that. I feel like God has been coaching me and, teaching me. And, I know there are a lot of people out there in the world that may struggle with the same thing. And, you don't want pride and ego to, take over your life. I feel like pride and ego has taken over my life quite a bit. I would say that I'm a very independent person. I love to do things, by myself. I really don't really like help, and I don't really like to ask for help. But, and I know a lot of people are like that. And I feel like, we have to learn that it's okay to receive help. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I feel like with me, I would, suffer in silence because I didn't really want anybody to know my problems. I didn't really want anybody, I didn't want to be a burden to people, And, I feel like you have to understand that sometimes God speaks to you through people. Sometimes God blesses you through people. And, you don't want to deny your blessings and not receive your blessings from pride and ego taking over. You have to learn how to manage it and how to humble yourself. And sometimes we'll say, oh, the enemy, the enemy, the enemy when bad situations are happening, but you have to remember that everything is a process and everything is a lesson. There's many things that, I would pray to God for, as far as like helping me as a person evolve. But one of those things was, pride and, how can I overcome pride and ego, because that was something that was such a big struggle. Like I said, I didn't like to ask for help, and I would just be so overwhelmed and stressed. And it's just like, one thing that's crazy is, I'm not going to say that it's crazy, but it's funny how God works. He will literally strip away everything so you have no choice but to ask for help. I feel like it is a very humbling experience, but I feel like it is a very much needed, process, because you're not going to learn it until you go through it, right? And, situations may be tough, but you have to remember there is a lesson and a process to, especially the prayers that you're asking for. And, for me, I pray, to do better with pride and, ego. So when dealt with conflict, in that moment, like I said, I didn't realize it, but after the fact, I'm like, okay, I see. I feel like God has really been speaking to me about pride and, how to overcome pride. But like I said, sometimes you'll be in situations where, you have no choice. God will put you in those hard, uncomfortable situations, and it's not to hurt you, it's to better you, And I feel like you come out so much stronger and better, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, God sometimes uses people to, to bless you. And it's just like, if your pride and ego is so big, you're not going to be able to receive the blessing that God is, trying to give you. You can't do everything by yourself. And that's something that I had to learn. Like, I can't do it all by myself. And although it is good that, we like to be independent and strong, it's kind of, sometimes it can be unhealthy, especially, stress is not good for you. And especially when you don't have to do it alone. God placed people in the world to be a blessing to you. And it's just like, you just have to open up and learn how to receive it, So that was something that I had to learn. And I feel like a lot of this stuff stemmed from maybe trauma, maybe even childhood trauma that we, maybe still getting over. And it's just like, that's just an obstacle that we just have to overcome. Once you humble yourself to receive the help, I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge relief. Like, you're going to feel so light. You're going to feel, just relaxed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you have to know that it is okay. Nobody in this world is perfect. And if they think they're perfect, ask them if they can walk on water, okay? And I promise you, they're probably going to tell you no. So, nobody's perfect in this world, and that's something that I had to realize, and, I had to learn that I'm not perfect, and, I make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes, and, try not to be so hard on yourself, and try not to, like I said, try not to be so hard on yourself, and give yourself room to grow. And that's something that I had to learn. I feel like I would beat myself up when it comes to certain situations. You can't really do that, Like I said, nobody on this earth is perfect. And, you have to remember, you're going to have people that are going to judge you in this world. You may have people that are going to talk about you in this world. But you have to remember, people talked about Jesus, okay? People talked about Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And they judged Jesus. So it's just like, you got to remember, in the Bible, Jesus never judged anybody. He gave people the opportunity. It didn't even matter what they did in life. He gave people a chance. So you just have to remember, let go of perfection. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be unhealthy, Just know that sometimes God blesses you through the storm. Sometimes you get the lesson through the storm. Sometimes God sends you people through the storm. So always remember, after the storm, there's always sun shining, and there's always a rainbow at the end of the storm. So, give yourself grace, you guys, and just know that it's all working out for your good. But I hope this message helped you guys. It helped someone, and I hope that you realize that it is okay. You're not perfect, and you don't have to do it all. You can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just can't do it all. So, take that stress off of you and just ask for help. And if you don't have a support system, or you don't have help, just pray about it, and God will send you those people. But just don't block those people out when they do come. All right, you guys, and you already know I got a scripture for you. Today's scripture is coming from the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18, and it reads, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Better to be lowly in spirit along with the oppressed than to share plunder with the proud." I hope this message was good and it helped somebody. And yeah, until next time.